With only a 2% chance of surviving through birth, Ashley was a fighter. Within 3 days of being born, she endured a life-saving heart surgery. Over the next 18 years, she endured 3 more surgeries to help her with various hardships due to her missing chromosome. I often say that if you look up the word perseverance in the dictionary, there would be a picture of Ashley. Even though some subjects were challenging, especially math, she kept working hard at her studies. As time progressed, she honed in her reading, writing, and editing skills. 1 Corinthians 12 reminds us that God has a plan for each of us as we cultivate the skills He has given us by studying hard, gaining knowledge, and pairing all of it with compassion as we serve others. Hi, I'm Yvonne Strahan. I'm a Homeworks by Precept consultant, and this is my daughter Ashley. She is 18. She's going to talk to you today about the writing and grammar program through the BJU Press and share some of her experience in writing. She is becoming quite the writer. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Ashley.
I like to write. I just finished writing a novel called Son of the South, set during the Civil War, about a boy who is going to rescue his brother who is a prisoner in a Union Army camp.
So what are you planning to do with the book when you are done? You're still editing it, right?
Right.
Okay.
I'm planning to get it published.
Are you going to write more books in the future?
Yeah.
What other things do you do with your writing skills?
Well, I help you edit your blog posts, and I helped you edit your book.
It's really nice that you've helped me with my book. I think that was one of the things that I will always hold dear, is the time that we spent editing and working on that together. What made you feel comfortable in being able to write well?
Well, BJU Press has always had a really good writing program. Even in kindergarten, they have you write certain things. But I remember getting into 2nd and 3rd grade and writing things like book reports and tall tales.
The BJU Press it'll help you figure out how to write a story. If you're doing a compare and contrast essay, it has the Venn diagram, and you fill in the Venn diagram, and there's different stages that you do in writing versus just picking up a white piece of paper and trying to write. And it's integrated with the English, so you learn about verbs or some other type of English, maybe sentence structure on every other chapter, then you get to write. And I think integrating those together helps strengthen your sentence structure and your usage of verbs and nouns and so on.
But once you get into the higher grades, the writing assignments are at the end of every chapter.
So you do get a lot of writing experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that I thought was really neat is this writer's toolbox, and I really liked this a lot. This writer's toolbox has really been helpful because it's really laid out well. And so if you want to refer to, how to use semicolons and just double check how you're writing, that really helped me a lot. And when my book went into editing, after using this and then all the editing that you did, really my editor actually didn't have a lot of things to change, which I would consider a compliment, really. So I think that this is really a neat book. So what I did was I bought one of these for each of my teenagers. And so I hope you guys bring that to college when you're ready to do that. I think that would be really helpful. Then the other thing that I really liked about the writing is there's always rubrics printed out for you. It helps you grade your students' writing. It asks if the essay includes a thesis statement that is argumentative and specific, and then it gives points. So if you did that, you get 3 points. If it's not sufficiently specific, then you get 2 points, and then if it's not either, then you get 1 point. You have supportive details. Are you organized? Does the writer use and spell words above their grade level or at least at their grade level? Do they display a command of grade level skills like verb and pronoun usage and sentence structure? That's really helped with the grading, because sometimes I read their work and I'm caught up in the emotional part of it. One of the things that we did with Lauren recently is making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That was kind of fun. So what we did was we actually just followed the directions to see how specific she was, and that caused a lot of laughter, right? Because what did I end up making that PBJ like 5 times?
Yeah.
And because she just wasn't specific, so she forgot to say open the jar, so I'm trying to get the knife in the jar. One time she said the top of the bread, spread the peanut butter on the top of the bread, so we'd spread it on the top instead of on the flat surface. Yeah. And so sometimes you can do some things like that activity-wise to help your child learn and be more specific. And those activities are really fun, having your kids stand in front of you and your husband and the other kids and read, ask questions about how it can be better, and then edit together. We do that a lot. The rubrics are really good, I think, because it gives you really good feedback on how good you're doing in your writing. So you felt like the BJU really helped you become the writer you are today?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd say it did.
Well, I think you do a great job in your writing, and your editing skills are just phenomenal. I'm looking forward to seeing how God uses you in the future with your writing. And it's just been a joy seeing that really come to fruition in your life. I'm really looking forward to it.